How to play Genius Invocation TCG in under 4 minutes. The goal of the game is to defeat all 3 enemy characters on the opposing board by setting all of their health to 0. There are 3 card types. The first type of card you'll see is a character card. Each character card has their name, their health, their type, and their abilities. In addition, there are action cards, which also have name, a cost, a type, and an effect at the bottom. Action cards also have 3 types: support cards, equipment cards, and instant effect cards. On the side, you can also have accessory cards, which represent certain effects that are used within a game. When setting up the board, all 3 character cards are placed in front of you, and the 30 action cards are placed on the side. You may also be using some accessories such as the elemental dice, the 6-sided element dice, as well as a coin to keep track of turns. In addition, you may also be using the character status counters, which track health, status effects, and energy. To start off the game, each player draws 5 cards. Players may mulligan any number of cards in their hand. The coin will be used to determine which character is the active character at the start of the round. Each round is composed of 3 phases. The first is the rolling phase, where each player rolls their 8 elemental dice. Each player may choose to re-roll any number of dice in this round. Elemental dice are used to play cards and use skills. Then begins the action phase, which is composed of combat actions and quick actions. There are 5 possible actions a player can take during this phase. Players can perform unlimited quick actions in a turn, but once they use a combat action, it swaps to the other player. The first action is to use a character skill. This is considered a combat action. For example, Diluc's first skill allows him to use 1 pyro elemental dice and 2 any colored elemental dice to deal 2 damage to the opposing character. After using this skill, Diluc gains 1 energy. When a character's hit points drop to 0, they become defeated, and the active character token can be moved to any undefeated character. Some character skills will apply elemental status. For example, Diluc's second skill applies Pyro to the opposing Diluc. Elemental skills can trigger elemental effects, often dealing extra damage and clearing the current elemental status. When a character has full energy, they can often use a more powerful skill. In this case, Sucrose uses her third skill, consuming 2 energy and 3 elemental dice. This summons an accessory that deals damage at the end of the round. A 6-sided dice is used to track how many rounds this is active. In the end of round phase, the counter for this accessory goes down by 1, and it deals damage to the opposing characters. The second possible action is switching your current active character. This is also considered a combat action. When performing an action to swap the active character, you must pay 1 elemental dice of any color. The third action you can take is to play a card from your hand. This is considered a quick action. For example, equipment cards can be played onto characters. This artifact goes under Diluc and only affects Diluc. This artifact allows Diluc to use 1 less pyro elemental dice. When you use a card like an instant effect card, this card goes straight to the discard pile after use. The fourth action you can take is Elemental Resonance. This is also considered a quick action. To perform an Elemental Resonance action, you may discard a card and flip an elemental dice to the corresponding element of your active character. The fifth and last action you can take is to end your round. This is considered a combat action. Once both players have ended their round, we enter the end of the round phase. The player that ended their round first gets to go first in the next round. All combat effects are resolved at this phase, and both players draw 2 new cards. After this, a new round begins, and we repeat this process. After all characters on one player's board are defeated, the game is over. And that's how you play Genius Invocation TCG in under 4 minutes. Thank you for watching.